It's that time of year when you need to consider prevention more than cure. And what I want to talk to you today about is really preparing your trees for overwintering, and in particular winter wash. Now, winter wash is important because what it does is it kills those overwintering bugs, and it also stops, fungal growth that's going to be taking place, particularly if you've got your trees inside. If you're using a polytunnel or a greenhouse, you really need to stop that fungal infection. So what I use lime sulphur. Now, lime sulphur needs to be diluted to 1 to 20 to be most effective, and use a good spray. So, I mean, for example, a 250 bottle of lime sulphur will do you 5 litres. Now, 5 litres is more than enough for at least 40 to 50 trees, of a good size. I mean, this is a particularly large tree, so this will use more. So what I'm going to show you today is really how to mix this, and actually how to use it on your trees. So what I do is I use a full bottle in 5 litres. So this is a really good pump, and it's got an adjustable spray. So what I do, let's take it out. Now, this stuff absolutely stinks, and my advice to you is, if you're putting the washing out, don't, because it'll make everything smell. So you can see the colour now that we've got in here. This is exactly 5 litres. So I said let's mix at a ratio of 1 to 20. So now we're ready to go. So here's a Portuguese oak, and you can see that it's got very, very deep fissures, and that's where you're going to get insect eggs that are going to be laying them inside, which are going to be nice and snug and secure. So before you do anything on the tree, before you do any spraying, you've really got to protect the surface. Don't really let any of that lime sulphur get into the soil. So I use old towels, and I just lay them over the top of the pot, and that should catch any drips that come off. So let's do our first spray. So you can see here, I'm going in really deep. I mean, it's good we haven't got smelly vision, because this is very, very smelly indeed. Now, I spray all my deciduous trees at this time of year. Now, here in the UK, it's in November, and we're just coming out of fall, heading towards winter. Whoops. I'll also spray the foliage. Now, this tree will actually drop its leaves, but it does it absolutely no harm. What will happen, however, is you will get a slight white residue on the leaves. Now, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at all. So make sure you miss no parts of it. I mean, it's inevitable some may actually drain down onto the soil, but a small amount really won't make much difference. Okay, so that's one tree done. I've now got lots more to do. So again, here we got a really lovely Scots pine, and you can see, very deep crevices in here, and again, that's where the insects are going to be sitting, so it's important that we get down into there. And again, here, one of the nice things about spraying with lime sulphur, particularly on pines, is it's going to help with stopping needle cast, so it's a really good time to spray. So here we go. Again, making sure, oh gosh, dear, this absolutely stinks, but it's worth it. Prevention, as we say, is a lot better than cure. So on these 2 trees, I've used about half a litre, mainly because they're relatively large trees. But on smaller trees, I'll only use quite a small amount. So let's do a small hawthorn. Should we have a look at that? So those of you that are followers on my YouTube channel, you'll notice this is the hawthorn which was featured in how to improve the success of your Yamadori when you collect. We're actually coming into next year, 2023, will be beyond the 3rd year of it being potted up. So this will be repotted. So look out for that video really towards the end of April, something like that, where I'm actually going to be positioning the tree in what I consider it to be the right position. But we're here today really just to put the winter wash particularly on hawthorns. Yeah. So again, don't forget, cover your pot with, or should I say that your soil level, it may not be a pot, it may be a washing up bowl. Okay, cover it well, as you can see, and then you can spray away. Probably best not to do this when it's windy, do you know, because this stuff really smells a lot. Again, going close into the bark. And that's it. It doesn't need to be any more than that. So, to be clear, now's the time to do it, which for us in the UK, it's kind of mid-November. Now, we've actually got some really crazy weather going at the moment. As you can see, it's very sunny. I believe yesterday in the UK, it was somewhere around 17 degrees C in the middle of November, which is unheard of. But the time to spray is on a dry day. That's very important. Don't do it, if it's drizzling, if it's raining or whatever. Make sure you do it on a dry day. And today's been absolutely perfect for this. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. So this is an unashamed promotion. I make my own lime sulphur. The reason for that is, yes, I have a lot of trees which are deadwood, but also I use a lot for my winter wash. So if you want to purchase some of my lime sulphur, do check the link below and you'll be able to purchase it directly from me from eBay.